I went to the Cove with Nick, Jeremy Lynch, and Jeremy Lynch's older brother.
Okay.
So we go down there, and the Cove, 30-minute wait, whatever. Go to the not another bar that's like on the Presque Isle, and Broski like tatted up Broski's like, yo, y'all can't come in right now, half-hour wait, but if you want to go up to the bar and get a drink and then just come right back here, that's fine. I can let like 3 of y'all do that. So I'm like, yep.
Why is he from the South?
It's fine. So I go up, I get a drink, right? I've never been alphaed so hard, like bullied into getting a drink so fast. Guy goes, what do you guys want? I go, literally, I'm like, he goes, rum runner? I go, of course I wanted that. Gives me the drink. Cove calls us. We go to the Cove. Go to walk in. Bros is like, yo, y'all can't have these in here. I'm like, all right, fine. Slam it. Slam this super crazy drink. Throw it away. Go to sit down. He then hits us with, yeah, bro, kitchen's like closed, bro. They're back weighted. You know what I'm saying? We're closing soon anyways. So, and Nick went in while me, Jay, and his brother, guy tells us that. We're like, oh, okay, whatever. So we turn to leave. Nick's like, no. We're good. We're like, okay. So we go to walk in. The guy's like, what are you guys doing? Nick's like, no, we're good. This, waitress has already seated us. Come to find out, Broski's like just trying to get out of here and go play 2K, dude. Every person at the door, he's just turning them away, saying that they're about to close.
Awesome.
He was not about it, dude. Like, he was not about working any longer, dude, at all. It was very funny. But the quesadilla description, I'm not kidding. This is what it said. Chicken and cheese. That's it. Every other thing was like a 2-sentence like description of what they're making. Quesadilla was simply chicken and cheese.
Short and sweet to the point.
The quesadilla, just some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I would have liked that more than chicken and cheese. Oh, that was crazy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of Bro Football Focus. This is a very special edition. It's BFF in the morning, very early for 3 of us, very, very early for 1 of us.
Yeah, I just want to tell the fans my commitment. These guys got up at 9 in the morning. I got up at 7 in the morning.
Wing.
Yeah, no, he sure did, which is, we all appreciate it. But
That you fucking do.
I do. I am your moderator, Hunter, as always. With me, as always, is Jake. And for the first time ever, because Austin, who you're used to in that number 2/3 spot in the Zoom, whatever you want to call it, is on vacation. So, filling in for him this week is a very close friend to the show. Some may say he was even supposed to be an original host on the show. Nick Huffman.
He's a very strong supporter of the show, as you can tell by his vintage Paul Puzlesny shirt.
But we call him Huffy. Huffy, welcome to the show. Thanks for being a guest host. Do you want to tell the fans, the 23 fans, a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a very strong supporter of the show. While I am not a host, I certainly am happy to be on here and do hope to be on again at some point. Even if it's not a host, I would like to be on a guest spot.
Wow. Well, I'm sure we can make that happen. And thanks for being here. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
But our special guest of the week, Sean Cerne.
Hello.
How's it going, buddy?
It's going very well. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous, which is very funny.
Do you want to tell?
Friends.
Do you want to tell our 23, maybe even less, maybe more, who knows, fans and followers about yourself?
Yeah. My name's Sean Cerne. I grew up in Erie / Conneaut Lake, I guess. And, went to Edinburgh with all you guys, and I'm very excited to be a guest.
Yeah. Little fun inside fact. We're all college buddies.
Heyo.
Yeah.
Yay. And just to preface everything, Cerne, you are a Buffalo Bills fan.
Yeah, yes. Actually, my fandom, I'm going to come clean with my fandom, dude. You ready?
Oh, God.
The hot
Right.
seat.
So when I grew up in Erie, my stepdad was a Tennessee Titans fan.
Yuck.
Yes. So I didn't really I don't want to say I didn't like football because I watched it obviously, but I had no idea what was going on. And as a little gritter, like when I played in the Bay City League, when I was like a little skinny mini, our team was the Buffalo Bills. We did not win a single game at all, and I got absolutely destroyed. That was when I knew I was not born to play football, basically. But growing up in Erie, I guess I rooted for the Titans because of my stepdad, kinda, which sucked. And then when I went to, and then just kind of always hated the Steelers. Every Steeler fan's very in your face, and that they're the best. Sixburg Steeler fans, you know what I mean? When I went to college, my first roommates, Adam Reichert and Zach Tatro, were diehard Bills fans, and I kind of just jumped on the wave, the Fitzpatrick days, and
Yeah.
And you never looked back.
yeah,
Those were
yeah.
days.
Wow. And then, Huffy, I know you are also a Buffalo Bills fan.
Oh, yeah. I grew up 40 miles south of Buffalo. I probably had season tickets 3 seasons out of the year of growing up. I've been to some pretty terrible games. I've been to the New England game where we lost 16-0, and it was so cold and windy that the goalpost blew over. And that was just a terrible experience. But yeah, I mean, the best part about Bills games is definitely the tailgating and just absolutely hating and ripping on anyone who's wearing a jersey, anyone that's not a Buffalo Bills player. So that's definitely the Bills experience.
I thought you were going to say the best part of the Buffalo Bills stadium experience was the Buffalo Jills.
No, because I don't remember what list this was. It was a couple of years ago, but they were ranked the worst cheerleading squad out of the entire NFL.
Yeah, I could see it. It's cold in Buffalo.
Yeah.
But now that we got the pleasantries out of the way, without further ado, let's start the Hot 32. And I think I might say it like that every week because I like how that rhymed.
Do you have a little?
Without further ado,
Oh, yeah.
the
There's
pleasant.
graphics.
Are there?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
I see that you've watched several shows.
Wait, there's graphics? That's just taking a big old queef and just going, yeah, Jake, just munch on that for a second.
Jake is the graphics department.
Yeah, I edit and graphics.
But
That's all right.
what was your question?
All right. How, what now?
Wait, I thought you had a question.
Oh, I don't have a question.
I do have a question, and that is, Cerne, what jersey are you wearing? Whose
I have
jersey?
a Thurman Thomas jersey. This is
Oh.
from Corey that I borrowed, and I've had it forever.
I might try and find an O.J. Simpson jersey and track one down.
Austin has one.
Really?
Yeah, Huffy, if you ask Cerne that, I think you have to answer the same question
Oh, this is Paul Puzzlesny, baby.
Nice.
on the Jags.
Okay.
Yeah, so in Arizona, Kyler Murray confirmed that his dog is not named after Cardinals offensive tackle DJ Humphries. Earlier this week, Humphrey told members of the media that Kyler did, in fact, name his new puppy after him.
Yeah, in Hot Lana, safety Keanu Neal said hype means nothing without results.
In Baltimore, Lamar Jackson took a jab at the Titans by saying they caught us by surprise. That's all it was, when asked about their 28-12 playoff defeat.
Up in Buffalo, Josh Allen said he wants to avoid becoming Captain Checkdown. Let's hope so.
In Carolina, the Panthers' offensive coordinator said Christian McCaffrey can play literally any position on the football field.
Yeah, he said it. In Chicago, QB coach John DeFilippo said he describes his QB room is defined with passion, energy, and swagger, baby. Keep in mind that room consists of Mitch Trubisky and Nick Foles.
I saw someone comparing Josh Allen's stats and Mitch Trubisky's stats together, and they were eerily similar, and it made me very uncomfortable.
We might have to get there.
Yeah. A cap uncertainty could affect extension talks with Joe Mixon and A.J. Green up in Cincinnati.
Up in Garbage Town, Cleveland, Nick Chubb has had Pro Football Focus highest rushing grade since 2018. That's crazy.
Yeah.
In Dallas, the Cowboys should be a landing spot for Jamal Adams, but cap room may be a little tight.
Hold tight. Over by Jake in Denver, cornerback Kareem Jackson has COVID-19.
That's not funny.
We don't follow HIPAA laws on BFF.
Oh, okay. That's not funny.
In the Motor City, TJ Hawkinson isn't 100% just yet, but is progressing nicely.
Up there in Green Bay. Green Bay never really expressed interest in retaining linebacker Blake Martinez.
Over by Austin, Maxin and Relaxin in Houston, J.J. Watt could be coming to a career crossroad at the age of 32 with a hefty $33 million remaining on his contract.
Yeah. Same division, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor said he's not worried about playing behind Marlon Mack.
Down in Duval, the Jags won't be transitioning to a 3-4 defense, but will rather show multiple fronts.
Kansas City. The Chiefs were on Jamal Adams' list of 7 teams he'd like to be traded to. Ooh.
The LA Chargers will be featured alongside the LA Rams on this year's HBO Hard Knocks. That'll be exciting.
For the Los Angeles Rams, the LA Rams will be featured alongside the LA Chargers this year on HBO's Hard Knocks.
In Las Vegas, tight end Darren Waller thinks the Raiders could be a top 5 offense this year, and I certainly hope so because I love picking him up for fantasy. He didn't work last year for me.
Where the butt cheeks flow free in Miami, Xavier Howard will not be suspended for his domestic violence charge last December.
My American.
Bud.
In Minnesota, the coaching staff is not concerned with Dalvin Cook missing virtual OTAs.
Yeah. But over in New England, Mike Sando lists the Patriots as a team that should sign Colin Kaepernick.
Down in New Orleans,
Might be that
Patty.
Sorry.
I was going to get to do this.
England.
In New Orleans, Saint wide receiver Coach Ronald Curry said you'll have to watch out for Emmanuel Sanders on 3rd down and in the end zone this year.
The New York Giants head coach Joe Judge says that tight end Evan Ingram brings a rare element of speed to the position. He's good.
Yeah. He's fast.
Yeah, he's good.
And Gary V's team, the New York Jets, Jamal Adams requests a trade.
Oh, dang. I'm tired, fellas. In Philadelphia, guard Brandon Brooks tore his Achilles and will be out for the season. That's no good.
You're done.
Slice.
In Pittsburgh, no new word yet on contract talks with either Bud Dupree or Cameron Hayward.
Yikes. Far, far away, San Francisco, Deebo Samuel suffered a broken foot while training and could be out 12 weeks, bruh. Better start rehabbing, bud.
In Seattle, Josh Gordon has applied for reinstatement.
Yeah.
in sweaty Tampa Bay.
Mm.
Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady look sick in their new Tompa Bay uniforms.
I really hope Tompa Bay does not.
I like Tompa Bay a lot.
I'd rather have it be Gronka Bay.
What?
Ooh.
And I would rather have it be Gronka Bay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that does sound more interesting.
Sounds like some Donkey Kong type shit.
Yeah. It does.
In Tennessee, recently retired Dean Pease compared Titans head coach Mike Vrabel's coaching style to Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer.
His last name is Pease.
Oh, Redskins stink, man. The Redskins coaching staff has no idea what the tight end situation is this year. You think?
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on.
They know anything that's going on.
So, Cerne, as our treasured guest of the week, what do you want to talk more about that's not a Buffalo story?
Whoa.
Of all these things,
It can't be your favorite team.
Yeah, can't pick your favorite team.
Whoa.
I think it's, I don't think there's a lot to talk about it, but two things.
Yep.
If you're out for 12 weeks in the NFL season, dude, trying to get up to speed like week 13 when it's cold.
So it's 12
That's
weeks
like-
from now.
When
Okay,
are teams start like, being in facility and actually start like training together?
I have no idea. I know there's like a plan in place already, but I don't know when it actually happens.
Mhm.
But yeah, Cerne, that 12 weeks is like from
right now.
injury, rehab, 12 weeks, I believe.
Okay. Well, then, okay, that's fine. And then I think what's interesting, the J.J. Watt contract.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
So it is. He's got 2 years left on his deal, $34 million, I think we said. And how old is he? 32?
Got to restructure.
Already had an injury. Like, he just came off, but
They just
Yeah,
restructure it.
Yeah, he gets injured every year, and he's obviously still really good, plays at a high level, but
How good
getting
is
old.
Yeah.
the CTE's got to be setting in real soon.
Yeah. I
How
feel
many
like,
are left on his contract?
what?
How many years are left on his contract?
I allowed to
Two.
Google stuff while we do this.
No, it's 2. But I don't think Deshaun Watson doesn't have a new deal yet, I don't think. So how do you pay Deshaun Watson and justify keeping J.J. Watt around? I don't think you
How
do.
do you justify trading DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson and a pick?
He did that out of – dude, their head coach is a bonehead, dude.
Bill
D-Hop-
O'Brien's a dingus.
Or in the entire league.
Yeah,
Some-
Arizona's going to be
the best-
vicious this year.
Can you – I would think you could – I guess you can't, like, restructure it or something, but I don't know, man. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Anytime they have those – you have those super contracts, dude, I feel like they never, like, pan out how you intend them to pan out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, why can't these guys just play for the level of sport, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Why do they need all that money?
Did you guys see that I don't even know who the guy was, but it was an interview with just like some XFL receiver, I think. And they were like, so, like, what brought you here to the league? He's like, just the love of the game. And the guy's like, well, after 2 torn ACLs and like some other like spinal injury, he's like, you know, you're still here? He's like, yeah, you know, I just want to further my career. Just give me the chance to just keep playing the game. You know, I just love it. Love the opportunity.
And Luke Kuechly said he was out. Deal on deal.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? But, Huffy.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
I definitely want to talk about this Jamal Adams thing because I think it's pretty clear. At least to me, I don't think he's going to be in New York for this upcoming year. If he is, they're going to be trying to find a way to move him. And I believe what they were looking for was a 1st and 3rd round pick in return compensation for him.
So, I completely disagree with you, Huffy.
Really?
Because, yeah, Jamal Adams has 2 years left on his deal. The Jets have no reason to trade him.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's possible Jamal Adams says, hey, I'm going to sit out if you do not move me?
I feel like that's a crazy move, dude. Those guys want to play, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
no.
want to play and they want to get paid.
Yeah.
Well, tell that to Le'Veon, dude.
I mean, look what happened to Le'Veon. He got less money than he would have if he didn't sit out.
Did he get more guaranteed money, or I know he got less money overall? I don't know how much Pittsburgh was trying to give him in guaranteed.
I don't know. All I know is he got a poopier deal. He went to a poopier place, and I mean,
dump place. Oh,
yeah.
happy.
Oh wow, pup.
That's a guess right there.
He's a big dog. But I think he'll be on the Jets this year. I don't know about next year. I hope he's a Jaguar.
Oh,
That'd be pretty tight.
What do you think you do with J.J. Watt when his contract's up? Like,
bro,
you
that's what I'm saying. What do you do?
You cut him.
He's 34, and you're like, okay, do I sign this guy to a 3-year? Like, how much am I giving him per year? Is he a top 15 end in the league?
I think you sign him to it. You just go year by year. But I bet you he's not gonna. I don't think he
Does not
will.
want-
Obviously, yeah. So he'll probably go somewhere else. Someone will pay him, dude.
Send him down to Tampa, dude.
Tompa.
Yeah.
Gronka.
Oh, how terrible would that be?
Gronka.
Gronka Bay.
Gronka Bay.
Jake, any thoughts on Jamal Adams?
No, I'm ready. I'm ready for my spot.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a thought on anything.
What do you want to
Jamal Adams.
No, so the story that sticks out to me, and it's because obviously it is an excuse, but I believe him when Lamar Jackson says, Titans just surprised us, because the Ravens at one point, actually, at multiple points, seemed like they were literally an unstoppable force. So I think like that was a huge upset for me when I watched that game. Like, I was just genuinely disappointed, and a part of me believes them. Like, maybe they did surprise him, but like, it's fucking late in the playoffs. You're an NFL team. You're playing your fucking balls off. Nothing should surprise you. Like, that is what you do. You have scouts, and you have like somebody at that point. If you're saying they surprised me, someone did not do their job then.
Wow.
I get that. How do you guys feel about Ryan Tannehill? Do you feel that he's a top 10 quarterback? And if so, where does he fall in that list?
He reminds me of like a Kirk Cousins type.
Really?
Like, I don't think he doesn't have the star power,
Uh-huh.
He's always on the cooling rack. He's never hot.
Well, I mean, he did play for Miami for his entire career. His first year out was the first time I think he maybe made the playoffs.
I mean, if you're a star, you're a star.
Yeah.
I feel like some of these guys, if they don't have the right people steering them the right way and they're not in the right system, then they'll never like truly hit their full potential,
Well, we'll see. We'll I'm gonna redact that thought. Now that I had 2 seconds to process it, I realized that was a retarded thought. But
Whoa, Jake, watch the R word.
oh shit, I forgot. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you're gonna go far. I think you're gonna beat the Titans. I think Ravens have a chance to do really well.
I think, and I feel like everyone says this, you're not going to sustain running the ball like that as a quarterback in the NFL forever. You can't.
You don't think Lamar can handle it?
I think Lamar can handle it for a very long time. I do think, though, he is going to get smarter with
He needs to be passing more.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he can't get hit a lot. If he keeps getting smashed, dude, he's not going to be able to take that kind of punishment.
If I'm the
Riyadh, whoa. My nose is running. Can I get a tissue?
Apparently, according to RG3, seeing that the league is now favoring running quarterbacks, he feels he's going to be back in the starting spot. Who?
Yes.
Robert Griffin III.
Animatronic leg ass Robert Griffin.
Whoa.
That's my thing is maybe cyborgs is the next move for the NFL.
Yeah,
Dude.
Cyborg Football League would be sweet,
Yeah,
along with the Steroid Football League.
Doesn't have a leg, bro.
Now, if you a side note,
Pixar
you guys
leg.
remember the whole CRISPR thing? The dudes putting children blood inside of them to live forever.
What? No.
I thought CRISPR was like a DNA thing.
What?
Fuck. Okay, so we're gonna go real quick side note here. So there's this, and I think it got shut down, but like super old rich ass dudes were getting blood transfusions with like young people's blood to, I don't know, bring youth. I don't know. It's some billionaire Illuminati type shit.
Yeah,
My thing
sounds
is,
like some Epstein type stuff.
is that considered to be like a PED? Like if these NFL players are doing that?
No, it's
like,
children's blood is not on the banned substance list, Jake.
Cool. I might start drinking that shit by the bottle.
If you can find it in, easy, non-harmful ways,
I don't know.
I don't see why not.
My brain broke.
But I'm gonna swerve away from this children's blood topic we're on. I want to talk about in Arizona. I think it's really funny. Like, I guess DJ Humphries was talking to the media, and he was like, "Yeah, no, Kyler got this puppy, and he named it after me." He said he was going to choose between Hump Jr., Little DJ, or Senfo, which Senfo, what it says in this article, is a short abbreviated Southern way to say my number, 74. And then Kyler Murphy came out and the next day, and said, "No, my dog's name is Swoosh. Humphreys gave me some recommendations, but I didn't take any of those at all." So,
so odd.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's funny that DJ Humphries is lying to the media for no reason at all.
Yeah, that's really weird.
I think the move is a combination of all three of those suggestions and go Senfo Lil Hump.
Ooh.
That sounds like a rapper.
Jake,
Hump.
You should send that to Kyler Murray and DJ Humphries, see if they take it.
I might become like their PR guy. They'll be like, "Oh my God, that's the smartest thing I've ever heard anyone say ever."
I would probably take a picture of it.
We hire you immediately.
Or two.
I'm an employee. I don't know what to do, but you're my employee now.
Cerne, as an avid fan of the show, do you know what everybody's second favorite segment is?
No.
It's the whoopsie of the week. Yeah.
You know what else, Cerne?
Whoopsie.
Are there
Another graphic just popped up on the screen.
What happened?
I said another graphic just popped up on the screen.
Was it
It
like
did?
a, was
Yeah.
it like a
Whoopsie.
Like a little slide whistle.
Yeah, my only instruction to Jake, I said there needs to be a slide whistle sound in it, or some sort of slip on a banana peel
What
sound.
about
Like
If
a
you want to
Wario
record
sound?
that,
yeah,
and
like a
send it, we
Wario.
can-
Oh, fuck, I just spilled my coffee everywhere. No.
Oh, wow.
All over the blanket. Now I gotta wash it.
Jake, I think you're now the whoopsie of the
I
week.
know.
Hey.
Dumb fucking Denver spills coffee while trying to do a podcast.
Loses job with the Arizona Cardinals.
All right. So the whoopsie of this week is just something Jake sent me on the Instagram that I thought was interesting. It's not really a pertinent or a whoopsie that happened recently. It's happened over time since 2008. But this
Are we saying are they all arrested and detained right now or just over?
have been.
At some point.
Yeah. So the stat is 41 out of the 121 members of the 2008 Florida Gators football team have been previously, since they've been on the team, have been arrested. So that, of course, is the Aaron Hernandez team and
Tim Tebow.
I Googled that team.
and Tebow.
That team is bananas.
Yeah,
Bananas.
dirty, nasty team.
It's bananas, dude.
Just a quick 34% of your team has been arrested. It's no big deal.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're not all for just little simple petty crimes.
No, they are not. No, all those dudes were goons.
No,
All those dudes were
you want to talk about a criminal
And they were led by
Tebow.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, the most god dude of all time. Like,
But see, that's why, though. Because if you have a team of good dudes, that's too much Jesus on your side.
Mhm.
Like, if you have that one dude so committed to the faith, you got to have some dudes that are evil.
You got Hernandez on one shoulder, Tim Tebow on the other shoulder. You're just getting a proper mix.
Pouncey brother. I mean, dude, it's like insane. Joe Hayden, Percy Harvin,
Steve Harvey.
fucking Tim
I
Tebow.
mean, if you and I've said this to Monica last week. We were talking about Tim Tebow for some odd
Joe
reason,
Hayden on that team?
and
Hmm?
if you can be not only just an athlete at Florida, but you're the starting quarterback and you're winning games and you're not having sex, that takes a strong will. Like, I'd probably be foaming out the mouth. Like, I don't know what I would do.
The thing is, if you've never cracked a nut before, then you just don't know what you're missing, bud. So think about all that test you have just built up, dude. Just
That's
natural
true.
test.
Oh, his first shot is.
You just, every time you walk around, you're like, oh, God damn it! Ah!
how, Jake, you sounded a lot like Bull just now. But,
You sounded like I hate it.
yeah. How much do you think Tim Tebow is like creaming overnight in his sleep?
Oh, every night.
Yeah.
And it's probably
Like a spider web.
so.
Just watch him.
Just wakes up.
He has a
Got
person that
them
just, yeah, he's like stuck to the sheets. He has like a person who just, that's their job. You're Tim Tebow's cum sheets guy.
But
Tim
see,
Tebow in the laundry room quite frequently.
There's got to be a cum sheet guy in the Heisman house.
Oh.
it has to be. He's like, I hate this job. They're like, listen, man, this is DNA of athletes. You better get over it.
They're putting it in like little vials.
Dude, they have a vault in the back. It just has little test tubes with names underneath them.
They're
Little
ringing it.
off.
Oh.
So since that wasn't a super specific whoopsie, I see, Jake, you have typed something else that's a little interesting.
Yeah. So
This is kind of a perma whoopsie that's been happening for a while.
yeah. So, and Jack had made a good point on his episode.
Calling them the R words?
Well, well, better than saying the R word, like me. But he had said, you know, is it bold to make a statement on the racial injustices while having the most racist name in the NFL? And so I figured maybe we could give, like, what are some things that the Redskins could change their name to? The Washington something. Like, it's the capital, maybe, like, I don't know.
I saw
The
an
George
article.
Washingtons? I don't know.
I think it was on The Onion or something, but it was really funny. Just the headline of the article. It said, the Washington Redskins changed their controversial name to the DC Redskins.
I mean, what route would you guys go? I mean, obviously, Hunter, you're a big PR marketing guy, and I know these other two fellas have some good ideas brewing. But, I mean, you can't do capitals. That's a thing. Like, would you switch to DC?
I got it.
Like, what's up? Lay it on me.
The Washington Wombats. You get a giant wombat costume. You go super hard. Decals. Go crazy on social media with the wombat. You go nuts. You like rebrand it super hard.
Make it a
Just go
dome.
completely left field and just leave Redskins behind.
Yes, gone.
I like the complete like 180 on it, completely different.
Yeah.
I think that's a awesome idea. I think the logo and the mascot would be sweet. Yeah, and it's fun to say.
Yeah,
Washington
I do love alliteration, so I'll give you a point for that one.
Huffy, any thoughts on that before I dish out my perfect marketing scheme for the R words?
I would 100% buy a Washington Wombats jersey.
See? Done.
Okay. So what I would do, back in the day when the Redskins were super sweet and John Riggins was running behind that O-line, cracking brews after practice and in media sessions and whatnot, that O-line was known as the Hogs. So same color scheme. I would just turn it to some sort of hog pig variety thing, and it could be like pig skin, kind of deal. Still football related. Native Americans aren't mad anymore. Keep the colors the same. Everybody's still, bleeding crimson. I think it could work.
I like that idea.
Thanks.
I think they just need to go complete branding of everything.
Yeah.
But then they would lose their whole fan base.
How they treat their players, the whole situation with Trent Williams, they just need a cultural reset, I think.
Yeah, their organization is like really bad.
Now, I think because I think they should keep the same colors so all the fans that do have merch can still show up, and it looks like they're in the new uniforms. I think what they need is a new stadium. They need something new, sauce it up a little bit. And if I was them, I would make it look like a government building. Big marble pillars like a fucking Coliseum.
Really embrace the DC vibe.
Yeah.
Their owner, Dan Snyder's he's not a big money guy.
Not a big money guy.
You can't be an NFL owner and not be a big money guy.
He's just a nice, wholesome, grounded.
Like he's not a bring the people to Washington guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
How do you need someone to go to Washington?
You can't have someone like Jerry Jones be in the NFL out here making deals, talking, trying to spend this bread on Dak Prescott, give him $40 million a year, and then you're over here in Washington going, "Oh, I don't want to spend any money." Sorry. That's
what I'm saying. They're not. That's not that kind of team.
They don't need to spend big money, dude. They have an okay team besides their O-line and quarterback situation, I guess.
And Terry McLaurin is going to be a dangerous weapon moving forward in his NFL career.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin's cool. They got the two Bama boys, Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne, on the line. They got Landon Collins still, I think, right?
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, me too. He lays the lumber.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the Washington R words definitely, they got some changing to do.
Explaining to do?
Yeah, you got some explaining to do. I don't know if I'm going to get canceled for that, but
You might.
Jake,
I'm already canceled, so they'll replay when I said the R word.
Yeah.
So.
Jake, before we do
I don't think
anybody's favorite segment, what do you think about a peep/poop/coffee break?
Oh, thank God.
Peep/poop/coffee break. And guess what, Cerne? A peep break graphic coming up right now.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That is a big ass dog.
Yeah, he's 7 months.
Dude, what? Is he a German?
He's a puppy, huh?
Is he German?
Yeah, he's a German Shepherd, and we think he's mixed with Belgian Malinois too. He's so fucking smart, dude. It's crazy.
That's
Dude,
cool.
he's about to stand up. See him stand? I'll stand up.
Does he bark a lot?
No, he's silent. It's awesome. What's up, yo? Yo, I just picked up Mario Kart for the 64. I'm getting a fourth controller. Look how, where am I? Look how massive that dog is.
Dude, he's big, man.
Yeah, he's getting so fucking big. I think he's around 50, 55 pounds right now.
That's crazy, dude. He's not even a year old.
Yeah, honestly, he's a fucking great dog.
That's good. That's all. It sucks when you take a risk getting a puppy dog and they just, the thing is, it's just, dude, if you train them well and don't let them just walk all over you, dude, the animal, usually your animal reflects you pretty hard.
And that's what all the time Monica's and I'll tell him, whenever he's I tell him sit or any command, I'm sit, come. He's what, you want to sit now?
He comes on command. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's dude, my little dog at home, Cookie, when we first got her, dude, she peed in the house. I shoved her face in it, screamed at her. She'd pee again because I screamed at her. But you want to know who does not go in the bathroom in the house and who does not?
Is it Cookie?
Yes. Yeah, dude, because it's a dog. So you train it like a dog. when it's little, and it will be good forever.
Yeah, that's what we do with him. He literally took like a week and a half to potty train. It's crazy.
That's like, dude, you just got to be stern with them, and they will be good. Like,
Yeah.
they know what they're not supposed to do.
There was a period like last week or 2 weeks ago. Every time right now he's like that angsty teenager vibe. And so every time we come home, he would have chewed something up, like paper towels or just like little trash things, not actual stuff. So I'd be like, Echo, what the fuck? I put him in the cage when I come home from lunch. So the whole next week, anytime we would walk in the house, he's like, oh, I'm going to get yelled at now. Even if he didn't chew stuff up. And I'm like, and so like anytime we come in, he'd be like, wee, wee. And I'm like, dude, come on. Like, no, you seem like I'm abusive now.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, to be fair, you are one of the gentlest pet owners that I know.
It's true. No, I'm way better with Echo than I am with Mick.
That's good. And Spice, I hope.
He's still running the streets, dude.
Nah. She's with Dan now.
I know, but he lets her out, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
You can't keep that cat inside, man.
I mean, and when I say not as much, it's because we barely let her in. Like, she came into the windows.
Yeah, I mean, well, dude, she just needed a place to, like, sleep, really.
Yeah. I mean, when you're a straight murderer.
Dude, that cat.
You don't need fucking
That cat-
people. Like, what are you talking about?
Literally trying to kill groundhogs, dude. That is crazy. It's
So-
a cat.
I think you already know it, but the one day, I'll just tell it for the viewers. So Spice is the most vicious cat I've ever met in my life. And she was kept inside at the trap house, at the frat house. It was an actual trap house. But she was not let outside that much at all. Then Slomsky, her previous owner, moves out, and his parents say, we're not taking Spice. We're tired of Spice's shit. So he's like, hey, guys, we got to leave her with you while you live there over the summer. So Slomsky's like, all right, guys, have a good summer. Bye. And we're like, see ya. And we open the door, and we let Spice out. And then she lives an outside life, and it's just body. Like
Body.
I've seen 5 dead animals on the porch at one time. And the one time, because she's killed bats, birds, squirrels, rabbits. And the one time, we go outside, there's a nice little rabbit. She's killed. Dunzo. On the porch. We'll clean it up later. We come back outside later. Body is there. Head gone. She had just eaten the head off of the rabbit. Like, she is not only just doing it for, to live and eat. She's doing it for the sport.
Cycle of life.
I have seen on the porch a rabbit leg, a bat, a chipmunk, a squirrel. I've seen 2 rabbit legs.
Yeah. She de-limbs these animals.
Yes. It's honestly sick.
Crazy.
I think I can smell Huffy's peeps break.
She's such a
I drink water, dude.
she'd be such a good freaking barn cat, dude.
Oh, yeah.
The ultimate farm cat.
Yeah, there would not be a single mouse in there. It would just be, and that's the thing, Spice would be so fat, she'd be like, So before we get to the fun game, it wasn't the Hot 32, and I know it's, not the traditional way, but I do want to talk about Gronk and Tom Brady and that the pictures that came out with the uniforms. Because, I mean, the release pictures of the Bucs uniforms, I was like, yeah, those look cool. But seeing those 2 in them, like, they look so fucking sweet.
Classic football.
You think those are Super Bowl favorites?
I don't know.
Dude, I don't know about that.
Who are some teams you guys are thinking are going to go?
The Chiefs?
Think they're going again?
I think Patrick Mahomes is the best until he isn't.
I agree.
Do you think Baltimore takes a step back?
No. I feel like they only got better, didn't really lose anybody.
I think they go further. And
Yeah.
honestly, I think the Cardinals are going to do good.
That's what I'm wondering. Do you think they're going to make the playoffs this year?
I definitely think they're making the playoffs. I think they're going to go far.
So I don't think the Cardinals have like a playoff caliber defense.
No.
I do think they could be, not necessarily their defense, but I do think they could be better than the Rams. I don't think they could be better than the Seahawks.
I don't know what happened to the Rams. I don't know if it all started with Todd Gurley and his arthritis issue, but ever since that year, it has just been.
I just don't think you can have two teams in the same city.
I think it's very weird how they were so explosive and so incredible, and after that Super Bowl, dude, they I don't know what happened, dude. Even that Super Bowl, Goff looked absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
The whole time. He did not look comfortable at
Jared
all.
Goff doesn't call his own plays. He gets the call every time from Sean McVay because Sean McVay's like a super baby genius, and it if he can't hear that, he can't do it.
Yeah.
How crazy?
Sean McVay's my knew him.
Huh?
Can I throw a topic out here to talk about?
I mean,
Yeah.
Can you talk about Green Bay first-round draft pick? What's going on in Green Bay?
Yo,
Give the man a weapon.
They want Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think Green Bay is going to be truly good in the next 5 years.
Do they are they doing that to light a fire under Aaron Rodgers' butt cheeks? Is that?
I don't think you need to light a fire under his butt cheeks.
I don't think so. I don't think so either, bro.
He's not. It's not. When it comes to Aaron Rodgers, it's not a thing of oh, he's just falling off. He is obviously compared to his peak, but I don't think anybody likes Aaron Rodgers anymore. On the Packers, maybe some players, but at least when it comes to coaches and shit, he doesn't really get along with many people.
He's a dickhead.
Well, I feel like Mike McCarthy isn't the coach anymore because Aaron Rodgers didn't like Mike McCarthy.
Yes.
Well, once you get that State Farm money, it changes you.
Yeah, discount double check, dude.
Dude, once you start smacking NASCAR butt cheeks, dude.
Danica Patrick, dude, and Olivia Munn.
Oh my!
Olivia Munn is hot.
He's like, listen, dude, you keep fucking around, I'm gonna make your fucking rates go right up.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, fuck.
It's probably because he didn't he burn Chris Paul's house down in a State Farm commercial or something?
Yeah, he did that.
And then all of a sudden they're like, Aaron, this is State Farm people. They're like, Aaron Rodgers, we love you so much. You're our guy. And then all of a sudden, the guy says, you meet my homie. And they just do it to him right in front of his face.
Yeah.
On national television. And they make fucking Kermit the Frog stand right next to him as if he's been there forever. And so that internal rage of being replaced in State Farm commercials, and then they're trying to replace him on the football. It's just he's getting double dicked. Discount double dick right to Aaron Rodgers.
And Jake, I don't know how much you know about Aaron Rodgers' personal life, but apparently,
dude, he's a scumbag.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about scumbag, but nobody in his family likes him. He doesn't talk to his family at all.
Dude, he doesn't talk to them.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean that's not the kind of energy that the NFL needs right now.
No,
bro.
Football is family, dude.
Yeah.
Nice water, Cerne.
I've been slamming this coffee. I'm gonna be
It's an alt beverage, but I'm not
quite the deposit later.
There's no free ad, so.
Yeah, I know it's past the poop/peep/coffee break, but I felt the colon feels. I'm gonna hold it though.
Okay, I hope so.
I do too.
What do you think happens with Cleveland this year?
Same thing as last year.
They stink.
Yeah, no,
Baker
I think
Mayfield stinks. I don't care. You can't tell me otherwise.
The talent
He's not that good, dude. He's not that good. I'm sick of it. I will go crazy.
who is it now you said?
Mayfield is not that good. I'm sorry.
Odell Beckham is though, and so is Myles Garrett.
Neezy once told me that Baker Mayfield wasn't scouted enough in college, so people didn't know how to deal with him in his first year of the NFL. But once he was in it for a year, that's why he started to decline, because people figured him out.
He planted a flag in his first game. What do you mean?
Cerne, are you talking or just mouthing he's not that good? He's mouthing
I
it.
don't think he's that good.
Okay.
I just don't think he's that good. You cannot have those two receivers and still just go, nah.
I think it's funny how last season, like preseason stuff's happening. Beckham's on the team. Imagine taking a screenshot of the end of the season and showing it to preseason fans. Because, I mean, there were people that weren't even Browns fans. They're like, dude, Browns are going to the Super Bowl, man. Like, everybody was so hard for them. And then they're like, oh, no.
That's the thumbnail.
No. Like, dropped off so hard. And I think that's going to happen. Like, I think they're not going to live up to the hype until they get, like, solidarity. Like, because you have one or two good players, like.
And they have the talent, like in the Hot 32. The thing about Cleveland is Nick Chubb had the highest PFF, highest rushing grade since 2018. Like, you have Nick Chubb, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, David Jones.
Why do you go get Odell Beckham if you don't have an offensive line, dude? What are you doing?
I think the issue is it's the opposite of what I said about Patrick Mahomes being good until he isn't. The Browns are bad until they aren't.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
They're like bad organization moves, dude. Why Freddie Kitchens? Why get another receiver when you don't have an offensive line? Why aren't you running the ball? You have Nick Chubb.
I can't wait until we have Danny McClune on the show and he can tell us why the Browns are good.
Oh!
They do have a great draft history.
So I will get dude. I have to go to war against those guys
I don't think we've had any Browns correspondents on yet.
No, I don't think we have either.
Most Bills correspondents.
Cerne, what's a hotter take? Something McClune has said to you about the Browns, or what Randy said about Big Ben being 350 pounds?
McClune and the Browns all day.
Really?
Yes. They stink. They will always.
I know they do, but Randy was like pretty confident.
Randy screams. Randy is when he gets drunk, dude. Randy is belligerent, insane Steeler fan. Big Ben, 150 pounds.
I have a video of Randy. I think he's wearing a Santa robe maybe, but he has this witch's broom. If it's not a very incriminating video, I'll throw it up as a graphic. But he's hitting the table with a broom and saying, I am the greatest Steeler fan of all time. I was like, Jesus Christ. And he wanted people to know.
One of the first times I ever interacted with Randy, I think we were watching the NFL Network or something, and there was a stat, like a poll was taken, and there was a stat that said the Cowboys have the biggest fan base in the NFL. Like, it was just a stat, like a poll was done. And I was talking to him about it, and he's like, no, that's not true. The Steelers do. And I was like, well, no, what do you mean? Like, they did a poll. Like, that's just the numbers on it. That's like the facts. And he's like, no, the Steelers have more fans than the Cowboys. I'm like, all right, dude, like, whatever.
Yeah, that is how Randy operates.
I think they might have a stronger fan base. Like, Steelers does have one of the strongest fan bases out there.
Absolutely. Top 5 for sure.
I would even say maybe top 3.
Probably.
Bills, Steelers, and
I mean, Cowboys are number 1 for sure.
Oh, you think so?
They're America's team.
I'm not saying numbers wise. I'm saying like intensity wise.
Oh, intensity wise?
Yeah,
probably like
the Bills or
the Eagles.
Steelers. I'm not saying criminally intense. I'm saying like, rah morale intense.
Ah, the rabble rousers in the stadium.
Yeah. The rabble.
Gotcha.
You're just standing outside saying rabble.
We don't know what else to do there. Rabble.
Maybe we'll have to do a top fan bases bracket, but
that would be pretty good.
Jake, are you now a Denver fan?
My favorite team still will be the Patriots, but I'm gonna be a fan of Denver for sure. Because I mean, we came too late in the season, but now I actually almost flew my drone around their stadium, but they were doing so much construction, like it would have looked like shit. But that would have been so sweet just to fly it all around there.
If you're a Patriots fan, what are you thinking about this upcoming season?
I think this. So a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, are they going to tank intentionally?" Bill Belichick will never tank intentionally. It's not going to happen. Not going to. What I hope doesn't happen. I don't want this to be Julian Edelman's last season or second to last season, because what I think is going to happen is these guys aren't going to be getting like having Tom Brady as a quarterback. And this is going to go also for Tampa Bay, like changing things up. But having Tom Brady as a quarterback, you understand that your window of when I should look for the ball and when I'm like, hey, like I'm here, I know you can see me. That window is gone. Like having, especially years over the years, some of these guys have only played with Tom Brady.
And now he's got Jared.
Going to Jared Stidham, and I mean, I like Jared Stidham. I think he's going to be good, but I don't think he's going to be breakout, unbelievable. I think they'll do good. They'll probably make the playoffs still. I don't think they're going to go far.
Ready? Hottest take.
Bills.
For Bills versus Miami. Bills are going to be fighting against Miami for the division.
Yeah.
The
That's my
Dolphins
hot take.
do have two crazy corners, and Tua might be really, really good.
Dude, if he's good, man. Ooh, yikes.
I like Tua a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a Bills fan, but I like this Dolphins team. I'm a big fan of Tua.
Dude, I think they're going to be kind of good, dude.
Give
I don't
them
want to say that.
to like gather talent, and then
I don't think they will be. They still have a lot of pieces missing.
Mhm.
But
No,
Jake.
I do, because I know you mentioned if I'm going to be a Denver fan. I think Denver can win the AFC West. Like, if certain things happen, like this is a good offensive skill positions. Like, I'm excited to go see them. I want to go to as many games as I possibly can as soon as they open. And I mean, within my budget, obviously I'm not some ball ass motherfucker, but you know, they're going to be much better than last season.
Aren't the Chiefs in the AFC West?
I think they might. But either way, it's going to be between those two teams.
Because the Chargers are rebuilding, especially with their recent.
Chargers are fucking dookie tits.
The Chargers have a really, really good defense. They probably have the best secondary in the NFL, and Justin Herbert might be good.
You got to understand, though, they aren't going to – when they're out in their new uniforms, they're going to be used to, like, what's going on here? I don't know what the fuck's going on. All these different things I'm not used to this.
The Chargers uniforms are probably the second best in the NFL. A lot of people will tell you the first.
Do you remember the fall of Rome, Hunter?
Nope.
That's Chargers' new uniforms right there.
I know it wasn't built in a day. And Jake, what the fuck are you even talking about? Darren Waller thinks the Raiders are going to have a top 5 offense this year.
Nah.
Not top 5 defense, though.
Okay, fine. Jake, are you ready for your game?
Oh, yeah. Jake's – and this is the
graphic?
This is the true everyone's favorite.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing.
Let's
What?
get it.
What'd you
What?
say?
I'm excited.
Oh, okay.
So everyone's real
Wait,
favorite segment is my fun game of the week, and this week is going to be top 3 favorite offensive catches graphic.
Oh!
What's up?
Offensive? Okay.
Yeah, no, interceptions do not count.
Did not
It
know
has to
that.
be an
Okay.
offensive catch.
I have
Wow.
a spot to replace on my list.
So, Huffy, we'll have to make you go last so you have some time.
Okay, so we'll go Cerne, then Hunter, then me.
Are we snaking?
No.
I just give all 3?
No.
You give off your third favorite, your second favorite, then your first favorite.
Okay.
But, like, you'll go 3, then I'll do my 3, then Jake will do his 3.
And then we'll go 2, and then he'll do his 2, and then I'll do my 2, and then 1, 1, 1.
I did mine based off of, like, when I like, watched the games and saw them happen, and I just thought they were really cool.
Yeah, I mean, it could
that's
be for
fine.
any reason. Like, you could literally be like, yeah, I got my wiener touched when this catch happened. Like, for whatever reason, just give your 3, your 2, and your 1.
Okay.
and then you just go into why you think it's your favorite.
Okay.
So go ahead, give us your number 3.
So my number 3, I think, for me, is the Odell Beckham like one-handed snag. When that happened, that kind of like, I mean, not only did that put him on the map, but that was absolutely amazing.
Is the running back. Play action. And Manning's going to heave one. There's a flag. Beckham, a one-handed catch. How in the world?
Oh, my goodness.
And Brandon Carr was back there. I mean, he is insane. How do you make that catch?
Oh, my goodness. This is sick. Put this to music. I don't think he stepped out either. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Number 39. Penalties decline. Result of the play. Touchdown.
You have to be kidding me. That is impossible. That is absolutely impossible what he just did. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen in my life.
It's in the conversation.
Wow. After being fouled. I mean, he was clearly fouled on the play, and that's clean. That's not.
It was amazing.
So that's your third best, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, that I think that's on some people's best catch of all time list.
It might be.
That's insane. Like, it's literally a single catch that made the cover of Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Collins right.
it wasn't just a player. Like, there's a difference when you're the best player and you're on there just like doing little, like standing there, like that's just some random moment. It's probably a posed picture. But when you have a single play, you don't even have to say anything that's going on. People know that exact catch. And that very moment is on the cover. Like, you got something there.
Yeah. It's,
Real quick though, Tre'Davious White shut him down the season in their game, so it's not big.
he's on the Browns, so.
Yeah.
But
All right, Connor,
Cerne,
give us your number 3.
I think that's a really good one, Cerne. I think it might feature on other people's lists possibly.
Probably.
But my number 3, I went with some low-hanging fruit, but I thought it should be on the list. I also gave dates for mine. February 3rd, 2008. David Tyree makes the helmet catch in Super Bowl 42 against the Patriots.
I was hoping someone was going to pick that because that is a very iconic catch.
Yeah, I've talked about it before. I think it was on the best Super Bowls list, but just a cool catch. David Tyree couldn't catch a cold in practice, and then he does that, just stickums it to his helmet. So
Samuel came close to a game-ending interception. Well, that's about as demonstrative as you're going to see Eli Manning. Pressure from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet, airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree. Inside the 25 and a timeout taken.
that's all.
Could be a magnet inside the ball.
Yeah, who knows? But Jake, what is your trace?
So my number 3, and I think Steeler fans are going to like my list. I feature them quite a bit.
I'm going to be triggered.
Don't do it.
This is Juju Smith back of the end zone against the Raiders.
Oh, okay.
And I had a triple watch this. Past
Are you going to insert the plays?
what now?
Are you going to insert the plays?
Yeah. You got to watch from the shows, dude. Watch the rap lyrics episodes.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Well, yeah, so back of the end zone against the Raiders, over the shoulder, but it's such a quick toe tap, and it was instantly called no catch, out the back. And announcers are like, yeah, I was out the back there. All of a sudden the replay, like, oh, what? Oh, my God. He actually drug his toe for the split little – and it was out. And it was just like the control to one catch and to slam your feet down as fast as you're going, like just math. You have to put so much force going down into your foot. Like, it's crazy.
I'll tell you.
Into the end zone. And it is no. Tipped into the air by Smith-Schuster. But he was on Dale, unable to come down cleanly with it and get both feet in bounds. Well, he was wide open, and Ben missed him. Or did he?
Yeah, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there. We're going to bring that back.
Well, of course, they will review this.
Tell you what, man. Them football players, pretty good.
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 All right, Huffy, give us your number 3.
Number 3 is Martavis Bryant in the corner of the end zone against the Cincinnati Bengals. It's a jump ball. He catches it. As he's approaching the back corner of the pylon, he's falling forward and is doing a front flip, has the ball pinned behind one of his legs, does a front flip, and is able to maintain control and get both feet down, and it's a fantastic catch.
From the gun, Roethlisberger in zone bound, and it is a touchdown. Martavis Bryant living up to the challenge.
Yep, nice route by him. Watch what he does, and you're thinking, how can he get open against Kirkpatrick in the back of the end zone? Top of your screen, number 10, little fake curl inside. Then look at the separation it gives him against Kirkpatrick and Roethlisberger right on target.
Well, look at the catch. As he tried to control it, make sure he didn't lose it. This is an amazing acrobatic effort from behind.
I was so busy watching the route.
And a flip.
Does he keep control?
Yes. Oh, that's like a tennis player hitting one of those shots across the net between his legs.
Odell Beckham Jr.'s catch. We might not see that every 5 seconds now. We'll see this catch. I think he keeps control of it.
I don't think there's any question.
Oh.
I agree.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, Martavis Bryant is a physical freak.
Okay, my number 2. I believe I was at the Alpaca House when I watched this happen. The Stephon Diggs walk-off home run catch against Minnesota was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
To save time, that's going to be where Keenum's going to try to work the ball on the boundary. Keenum steps into it. Pass is caught! Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Vikings win it!
Absolutely. Actually,
Wasn't that against the Saints?
yes. Yeah. Is that what I just said?
No, you said against Minnesota. He is on. That was for Minnesota.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm dumb. But against the Saints, walk-off to win. That was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and
that's a game where people probably just turn that off because it's like, oh, well, game's over,
And then Case Keenum leads like the crowd in this bad boy, and the camera's like,
yes.
Very cool.
Yes.
I saw that and was literally speechless.
Yes. I didn't know what to say. I was like,
and the thing is, the fact of how hard he hits that cut, it's literally a right angle. He's like, bah! Hits it, takes off, and it's not just like, yeah, we'll go to your team. This is awesome. It's the fact that he just goes.
Yeah. Well,
it's like, are you not entertained? Like,
he has his helmet in his hand, takes it off, and just throws it in his hand and goes.
Yeah, it's like.
Stephon Diggs is like shocked when it happens because he was not expecting that dude was gonna like miss him so hard.
So hard, yeah. And I mean, to me, that has to be better than even winning a Super Bowl. Like, to have something like that.
No, absolutely not.
Would you rather do nothing and win a Super Bowl, or have something like that
for
happen?
those guys.
Yes, I would rather have a Super Bowl ring than have that Stephon Diggs moment.
I don't know.
Those if you
Yeah,
ever
I live for
watch-
the small things. I'm not just a poser.
if you ever watch the Allen Iverson, this is Allen Iverson's we talk about practice speech. If you watch the whole interview about that though, dude, he what he talks about in that is he has had MVPs, all NBA. He's had every award. He doesn't care about those. He wants is a ring, dude. That's all those guys want, man. Is the ultimate.
What everybody's chasing.
That's true. It's a good point. You play to win.
Yeah, you play to win the game.
You lose.
To win the game.
So you ready for my number 2?
Yes.
No.
My number 2 is a recent one from about 3 years ago. February 5th, 2017. Julian Edelman makes a ball levitate in Super Bowl 51 against the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Edelman broken up, and the pass is no sign yet. Edelman comes down with a football, and they're saying it's a catch. And we'll get another look at this. Alford knocked it up into the air, and let's see who comes down with it. Oh, that's a catch.
Oh, my God.
That's incredible.
That's amazing concentration by Julian Edelman to be able to make a play on that.
Atlanta is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass. We'll review the play.
The ball was resting on the arm of Ricardo Allen, and Edelman able to re-grab it before he hits the ground. I checked with Mike Pereira in our booth. He thinks it's a catch, and the play's being challenged by Atlanta.
And it should have been an interception by Robert Alford. I mean, he makes a play on this. He's in perfect position right there to intercept that ball. Instead, it gets popped up. But Julian Edelman, it's outstanding.
So since he had control first and then he maintained the control, I think they stay.
So, you see that play, and upon first inspection, you're like, okay, incompletion, whatever. Slow-mo replay. Julian Edelman cradling the ball, and it just somehow it's a and then he just whoop.
I was at the Alpaca House when I watched that too for that Super Bowl.
In between 2 Falcon defenders, I believe.
There was only 2 minutes.
So this was
game 2.
This was my number 1, and
Same here.
I'm going to challenge myself. I'll try to make a quick adjustment. I don't want to.
Oh, Jake,
I don't want to repeat. I'm a man of standards, integrity. So he's diving down to the ground, gets hit, bam, gets hit again, bam. And I'm telling you, ground that much. This is no lie. Inches. Maybe not even inches. Inch. Bam. Locks on. As he gets hit again, his hands come off, obviously, from the impact, and the ball is grabs it. Whoop. No, go ahead, grab it again. Whoop. And he right there. And the fact that, again, because I'm a big math guy, you know me, ball's coming in, you don't just grab it and let go. You have to lift it at the same speed and velocity that's coming down and then let go. I like just the timing in general, and the fact that it's catch. And it's just
yeah.
Grab it, that Super Bowl win does not happen without that catch either. That was third down, 14, 2 minutes left.
No, that was a game-saving catch.
What, Cerne?
Them football players, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
You get paid $20 million, can't catch a ball? Come on.
Better catch that ball.
So, Jake, do you give your dose now?
Yeah, I'll give my number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, I'll give my number 2. So my number 2. This is one of the first big catches that I saw. This is Super Bowl, I want to say 43. And I want to say it's Santonio Holmes.
Yes, I'm glad it's on somebody's list.
This is, at least to me, was the first extremely controversial toe touch, end zone. And that's the thing. That was to win the game.
Yeah.
And again, the force to be able to fucking slam your feet down like that and get them both, and just the precision.
You're a big feet slam down guy.
Big Tarantino guy.
Because you're not, and catching the ball is hard enough for me. But you're catching, and then you're just awareness. I'm this close. I got a toe touch. And so you're extending here, triple extension with your feet, and like everything is all happening at once. It's just the tiny things that it's like that's what separates NFL from XFL. That's it right there.
Roethlisberger waits for the snap. 2nd and goal from the 7. Directs traffic. Miller moving inside. Looking to his right. Come on, pass rush. And Santonio Holmes, did he catch that ball? Touchdown! Are you kidding me? Touchdown, my the one guy to keep an eye on, and 3 Cardinal defenders can't do it. I got to get the replay on that. Unbelievable. Yeah, NBC, I see it. I see the 2 feet. You know what else I see? I see Aaron Francisco 5 seconds too late. I see Ralph Brown with his thumb in his and I see Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie around playing hopscotch in the end zone instead of keeping an eye on Santonio Holmes. That's what I see.
Another thing about that play, look at the feet. Still not 100% sure it is a catch, but I do like it a lot.
Look at the feet.
A lot of angles on that play that are interesting.
I do love me some Kurt Angles.
I think it's more of a catch than the immaculate reception, though.
All right, Huffy.
Yeah.
What's that number?
For my number 2, I have Antonio Freeman, Monday night, 2000, throwing it back to the beginning. It's tied 2020 in overtime. Classic showdown between the Vikings, Packers, heated rivalry. Going deep to Antonio Freeman, defender makes a play on it, has the ball, brings it in for the interception, slips out. At the same time, Antonio Freeman falls on the ground. The ball lands on Antonio Freeman's back. He turns over, catches it, stands back up, jukes out the defender that was there, and then runs around another defender for the win Monday night against the Packers, or against the Vikings. Fantastic play.
Favre lays it up for Freeman, and it's incomplete. Or did he make the catch at the 15? Yes. What are they going to rule it? He caught it? Touchdown! He did what?
Ref was right on it, I think. Oh, man.
Man, how did Dishman not intercept it? Well, the Packers are going wild. The crowd's going wild. I mentioned there's nothing to challenge, but they'll have to look at it upstairs. Hand tack, well, he's laughing. But let's see what it shows on the replay.
It never hit the ground. It hit the back of Antonio Freeman. Watch it, right on his left. Watch his left arm bring the ball up in the air, and he 6 inches off the grass. What a unbelievable awareness of where the ball is on his body, and he's got himself a touchdown.
Once again, we are reviewing the play on the field.
Ball went through Dishman's hands,
Never hit
the ground.
Wow. They're trying to bring the teams back onto the field if they overturn it, but I haven't seen anything to overturn it yet.
No, it's just a great fluky play for the Pack. Hand tag hasn't even gotten over to the
and then there's no contact.
Dishman didn't even tidy up afterwards. He just assumed that it hit the ground.
You couldn't.
That's sweet. I love your throwback picks, Huffy.
I do too. They're cool. The classics.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch the video because I have no idea what that looks like.
And Al Michaels, the announcer, and he just has a famous line. He's like, he did what?
Jake, we should do a best in the booth moments.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a little quick highlight of some of the games I've been brewing up at the end.
Okay. So, Cerne, what's the one?
Mine made it, dude. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. For me, my number one catch that I'll never forget in my mind, Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cardinals. Santonio Holmes, back right corner of the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
The completely outstretched toes, dude. Absolutely. That is an insane freeze frame picture.
Yeah.
Add clip.
Definitely.
Will the clip
No.
be in?
Yeah, the clip will be in there.
Yeah, that is an awesome one.
It'll probably be in there when I put mine in.
Okay. But yeah, so for me, that always, like, if you're gonna tell me what's like the coolest catch, for me, it would probably be that one. That is an absolutely amazing football play. I think that was for the touchdown to win the game too.
And my thing is, since it was, is it a catch? Is it not a catch? Steelers fans are still going to act the same way. If it is a catch, like, that's the greatest catch of all time. If it isn't a catch, they're just going to add, that's the greatest catch of all time. That's fucking bullshit.
True. It wasn't a catch?
No, it was a catch.
Yeah, no, it was.
Oh.
But, Cerne, it was highly controversial because, like, it doesn't necessarily – I don't know that there's conclusive evidence that both feet are in.
You want to talk about solidarity?
Really?
Yeah.
Cerne, that's huge controversy.
Yeah. Like, that's why – like, they talked about that catch for literally 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's like having the Des Bryant catch on your list.
Google a picture of his toes right now. In that play. Yeah, dude.
Bro, his feet are in.
No, I know they're in, but Cerne, the question is about the right foot, if it ever touches.
Oh, it doesn't!
Well, I don't know. See, we're going to be having Bull on as a returning guest, and this is, I like to tell the fans a little bit behind the scenes. Pretty much any remark we make about the Steelers, Bull calls up. I do have something to say about that point you guys made about Steelers at XYZ. So
foot's down.
Listen, if those are 11 and a half shoes and 11 2.5, it's not making it. You have to slide a little to the right.
I don't know, dude. I see a pretty big gap between that toe and the turf.
I see feet down, bud.
Cerne, look at this shoe, okay?
Can't see it.
Look at the toe and the turf. There's a shadow in between them.
It's the lighting, dude.
All right, whatever.
But yeah, I mean,
that's why it's not on my list. Don't know if it's
this is when all Steelers fans at the same moment, as soon as they were like, "Oh, it's under review," all of them locked arms, and they're like, "It's a fucking catch." Like this.
It's a catch.
I don't care. There's probably a Yinzer out there who was 99 years old on his deathbed, and he just said, "It's a catch."
Oh! That there's a catch.
His last words was, "It's a catch."
I'll tell you this right now, man. Football players, pretty good.
So my number one, I think this is indisputable. This is the best catch ever in the NFL. Ever. Indisputable. And if you say it's not that, you're a dummy. November 23rd, 2014, Odell Beckham Jr. becomes a star against the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody's ever seen a catch like that. The way he extends his body over the line, backwards, just touchdown. Made him a superstar. Made the one-handed catch a thing.
Yep.
There's nothing better.
No, it really started the one-handed catch.
Yeah. So I don't think there's a better catch than that. Not even the catch. Joe Montana to Dallas, whoever. Whatever that was back in the glory days of the Niners.
No, that is factually the best catch, just period.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my number one because I didn't want to take the low-hanging fruit. Yeah, I'm not a poser. But, yeah, I mean.
You poser twice.
Poser.
Yeah, you
poser.
Conformist. No, but I mean that's I don't think Odell Beckham would be considered the player he is if that catch doesn't happen.
I agree.
He could have the exact duplicate, same season, rest of the season, rest of any of the seasons. If that one didn't happen, he wouldn't be considered the receiver he is.
I think he's less popular, like less of a household name, but I think he's an incredible receiver. He's one of the most agile, athletic receivers I've ever seen play football. His ability to move.
He's a fantastic receiver. Like he literally is. He's up there with the best. But when you become a household name because of one certain play, the fact of just people, especially people not being super, like knowing everything about all these players or everything about football, having everyone say he's the best, eventually people start believing it. Because everybody's saying. And I mean, a lot of people don't have enough knowledge to contend with it, and they're like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess you're right, yeah. Like, he is the best, because that was the most insane shit I've ever seen in my life.
The amount of memes that came from that catch was absolutely insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I love a good meme. And it's usually about something bad, but when it's about something good, that's pretty impressive.
Jake, I think that was when Johnny Anger was telling us about North Korea and their torpedo missiles, because one of the big memes of the day was Odell catching a North Korean missile.
Yeah.
I remember that very vividly.
I don't know about you guys.
Maybe it was Richard Sherman or Malcolm Butler intercepting it. I don't know.
To me, when I see people marching in unison, I'm scared. And especially when they have torpedo missile launchers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how you're still sitting in your seat.
Our 10th grade history teacher was a hoot. But, Jake, did you give your one?
No. So my obviously factual, real number one, Odell Beckham's catch, for a fact. My personal, real number one, Julian Edelman, levitate ball, for real. But I'm going to give a different number one just to, give variety to the people. I want these people to see a lot of media. The catch itself, not really anything super fantastic. But when Rob Gronkowski catches the ball, it's like he rolls out flat, kind of like a quick slant out. He catches the ball over Sean Davis, knocks him over, and then gives the ha ha ha, point and laugh, spike the ball, ha ha ha.
It's a fade right here. If he's one-on-one, are they going to go double? Tom's looking at the safety.
Got to go in again. Wide open. Gronk pulls it down for the two. He's killing Davis. In the second half, he's just mauled this defense.
I don't see how you leave him singled up on that play. That's Gronk, just too powerful and strong down there.
11 points in exactly 3 minutes on the clock.
Look at that. Made him.
There's never a doubt that's where Brady was going to look.
No, and he made him feel slant. Boom. Sean Davis gets just off balance.
And now the Steelers will have 56 seconds.
Oh, man. That's so maniacal, too. Like, his head's to the sky laughing.
Yes. He looks – if you've ever played Mortal Kombat, like 3, and you got beat by Shao Kahn, he laughs at you like that. Yep.
Shao Kahn's a butthole, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even have to put a Shao Kahn graphic in there. Because
he's always trying to fuck up Earthrealm, dude, for no good reason.
Why is he such a hater, dude? Just stay in your realm, bro.
He probably ugly, dude. That's why he wears that skull mask. He probably gross.
Oh,
such a hater.
It's funny because in the movie, and I mean, if you haven't seen the Mortal Kombat movies,
the live action ones are absolutely
cinematic treasures.
Fellas, save it for the movies, entertainment, TV shows, and music podcast.
Well, I'm just saying, if you haven't seen those, watch them both consecutively. They're good.
Huffy.
Yeah. So
Bruno.
all of my catches were taken, including the Odell Beckham one.
That's okay. We're allowed to do doubles.
3. Yeah, because Odell Beckham, that's the greatest catch I've ever seen. He used 3 fingers to catch that ball.
Yeah.
Have you seen him before?
Hey. But I'm a big fan of Randy Moss's catch, 2000 Thanksgiving. Dante Culpepper just bombs this thing like 65 yards. Most receivers, when they catch it and they try to toe tap 1-2, Randy Moss, before the ball gets there, does the toe tap an inch from the back of the end zone, running full speed Randy Moss. Jake, you're going to like this play if you like receivers slamming their toes into the turf.
Oh, I love it.
It's a fantastic highlight. Great catch by Randy. And I wouldn't say it's my number 1, but I'll pop it on my list.
Mo Williams is in front of Robert Smith in the Minnesota backfield. Culpepper looking and throwing as far as he can throw, it looks like. And the pass is caught by Moss. Touchdown. He is absolutely amazing.
Where Felipe Sparks was right there. Everyone is right there with Randy Moss. And somehow they just get mesmerized.
And how does he get his feet down at the end of this?
I've always said I would throw 2 a quarter to this guy. 2 passes deep a quarter, because all you have to do is throw it up there and he's going to come down with it. I mean, he bumps a little, and then he not only knows how to come down with it, how to catch it, but where his feet are. Look at this concentration. He has possession, and he has both. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Here's the feet now. We're going to see it. It's where that white line meets the blue line.
Still, I can't see his feet.
No, we don't see the feet there. So you have to.
All right. So Jake, do you want to give a? You said you had like a sneak preview of some sort.
Yeah. You know, because these games I've been really sitting on them, and because I want people to know that we're in this for the long run. You know, we're not going to stop after episode 10. We're going to keep this rolling. So some games to come up. Top 3, and I'm not going to say top 3 every time, but top 3 Super Bowl halftime shows.
I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Top 3 mic'd up moments.
Wait, what was that?
Top 3 mic'd up moments.
Oh, mic'd up.
Mic'd up moments.
My number 1 is just going to be the jersey on the mic, where that's all you hear.
I like that.
Number 1.
Mine, Don Henderson for the Jags. Come on, hit me, man.
The top 3 sideline moments.
Okay, like Nick Novak peeing.
This could be it could be anything. It could be a mic'd up on the sideline. It could be a coach doing something silly. It could
Mark
be
Sanchez
a
eating a
guy
hot
going
dog.
to the hospital.
Odell Beckham fighting the net.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Jake, these games are awesome.
We have obviously top 3 interceptions. Then even just a silly one. Top 3 animated non-Marvel characters that would be the best football players.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a lot. I've been digging around.
I like the fun ones.
I think Captain Planet would be a good football player.
Danny Phantom.
Exactly. Ben 10.
Got that big watch on. Look like Ben 10.
Yeah, he'll look like fucking Odell Beckham with his big watch.
Yeah.
Cat dog?
Cat dog, exactly. 2 people at the same time, both running backwards.
Dog.
But yeah, so everyone, I just want everyone to know that they won't be let down these next few weeks.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can we do Super Bowl halftime shows next?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Prince,
Awesome.
dude. That moved me.
Jake. Foo Fighters.
All right, so the important part.
Well, before the important part, I need to take a Hershey Squirts break.
Hey!
Again, a double peeps break.
I didn't peeps or poops in the first one.
So you had a misfire.
I don't know. I just didn't try.
I don't have stage fright. I just want everyone to know. Even in his own bathroom, he have stage fright because of the ghosts that Marvel.
Jesus. No, I will be back.
Oh, yeah.
What game?
We're talking about the 3 worst halftime performances and the 3 crimes committed by football players.
Ooh, that's a good one. Definitely Javon Belcher killing his girlfriend and then driving to the Chiefs Stadium and killing himself in the parking lot in front of the owner.
Yeah, that sounds pretty terrifying.
Yeah, that's number 1 for sure. But I have a case of the green apple splatters.
Ooh, is it because of the coffee?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think I released my stinkiest fart yesterday.
Your stinkiest fart ever?
Yeah.
Jake, that's wild because you have, as we have discussed on the show before, some of the most toxic fumes to come out of your butthole of anybody I know.
So let me set the stage for you. We're playing on the 64, so we have to slide the couch up. So it's couch, butt up right against the table, butt up right against the entertainment stand.
Nice.
And so I'm sitting there chilling. My feet are up on the table. I'm in birth-giving position. And mind you, this is what I eat in that day. Ugh. A banquet ham and cheese potato little pot pie thing. Ew. Then for lunch, I have a Hot Pocket. And then after that, I have some other sort of like fried food. It was not a good food day. So, and I had a shit ton of milk and cookies. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, Jesus. And instantaneously, I'm like, oh, I am going to pour liquid out of my butt.
Oh.
And I'm like, maybe I can fart the pressure out. So I'm waiting, trying to let things settle. And it's like, if I even try and attempt to let a fart out, I'm going to shit my pants.
You could feel the heat.
So I feel some things shift around. And I was like, you know what? If I just feather this, I should be able to just let it seep out and just release some pressure. So I go for it, and I'm feathering it. All of a sudden, mind you, it was so hot, like almost painfully hot. I was like, oh my God, like this shit is warm. Dead silent. And I'm right next to Monica. And mind you, my feet are up on the table, so it goes right out into the air. And we're just playing Mario Kart, and I'm just like, and mind you, I'm just basking in it because I'm waiting for it to slip over 1.5 feet. Monica's like, oh my God, did you just fart? Yes, I did. And I was like, I literally almost shit myself. And so like we were playing the rest of the round, and I was like, yo, I gotta shit so bad. And she's like, yeah, like that smells so ungodly bad. And it was literally like, it was, if you ever saw, I want to say it was the Jackass 3 movie, maybe, where they poop in the big breathing helmet, like where they're just sucking in the dude's farts. That's what it was like.
I think that's Jackass 1.
Is it?
No, that's Jackass 3. He was supposed to be farting in it, and no one knew he took a shit, and then he took a shit.
That makes me throw up right now.
Yeah.
But all right, well, I don't know a better way to lead into the most important part of the episode. Round 1 of Sweetest Ceps. Here we go. This is resting on our shoulders, guys.
Yeah, for real. So Cerne, if you, and Huffy for that matter, and Jake for that matter, if you guys go to the Bro Football Focus Instagram at Bro Football Focus, you can see some of the results.
I mean, no, it's in the Google Doc.
It is?
Yeah, it's all in the Google Doc down below.
You popped it in there?
Yeah, down below.
Oh, wow. You sure did. Look
at
that.
I know how to use a computer. What's up? I want all the fans to know I know how to use a computer. I can use Microsoft Word. I can use Excel. I can use PowerPoint. I can make like the typewriter transition on PowerPoint. I know how to use Paint. I can do some pretty cool stuff with that.
All right.
What are the results? Because
that's on the Instagram. But so what I have to say about the results is, for some reason, like at least 25% of them didn't save. So we're going to be having to make some decisions here. like this first matchup here, O.J. Howard versus Devon Kennard, I think his name was, from the Cardinals. Yeah, O.J. Howard goes through. That's not even a question.
Correct.
This might be another one I don't see one for.
Yeah, this one, there was some contention. When I voted on it, 50-50.
Okay, so this is one that we have to talk about. Cerne and Huffy, what do you think about between Jalen Smith and Julian Edelman? Who do you think has sweeter Ceps? In the picture, it's definitely Julian Edelman, but in real life?
It's Jalen Smith in real life.
You think?
Yep.
Cerne, what do you think?
Julian Edelman's jacked. If he's facing someone else in this group, I would say Julian Edelman. But Jalen Smith, having seen him play, like his arms are massive.
Jalen Smith's arms look fucking sick, dude.
So you want to give it to Jalen Smith?
Yeah.
Even as much of a Julian Edelman dick rider as I am, I still pick Jalen Smith. So, I mean, that's
Edelman,
cool.
Edelman's hyper cut, though, yeah.
They're sweet or they're bitter. And I will say Jalen Smiths are sweet.
When a self-proclaimed penis rider goes against you, I think we have to do it. So, Jalen Smith, welcome to round 2. Next one, we also don't have numbers for Bo Scarborough versus Vance McDonald. I think this is an easy one, and I think Vance McDonald goes through.
I think it's an easy one. The complete opposite, though.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a bad photo of Bo Scarborough because he is a big fella.
And also, I mean, like, Vance's arms look like he was morbidly obese and then got surgery because it looks like his arms have, like, cellulite on them. And, like, that's not sweet.
Bo Scarborough's arms look cooler.
There's no definition. Like, they're big, but, I mean, like, that's kind of what my arms look like. So I don't even want to –
I'm looking at some Bama pictures, and you guys are right.
I'm gonna look up some Jake's bicep photos and compare.
There's some students from high school. It looks like I don't even have arms.
So, sorry, Vance. Get your cellulite arms out of here. Bo Scarborough.
Arms.
Welcome to round 2. So I think this is the first one we have some actual numbers on. We have Nick Bosa versus Marlon Mack. Cerne, any guess as to who's winning if you're not looking at him? Or are you looking at him?
I'm looking at him.
Oh, okay. So right now,
Nick
Bosa is up 70%.
Yeah.
That's what
I feel like that's pretty acceptable.
Yeah, his arms look cool.
Yeah, and I mean, for the other picture, his arms look sick for sure, but that's more because of the tricep and side deltoid action right there. I think it's overcompensating for the bicep.
Marlon Mack does have some sweet Ceps, but I think Nick Bosa's are the sweetest of the two.
Yeah, definitely a loser in this matchup, Marlon Mack. But against someone else, who knows? Might have went through. Also, don't have numbers for this, so social media guy definitely dropped the ball this week.
That's not me.
That's not Jake, and it's not Austin either. So
it's Echo. Who is it? Echo, my dog.
It was Bull.
DK Metcalf, Matt Breida. I think it's DK Metcalf.
I mean, I'm gonna vote DK Metcalf all day. That guy's
he's fucking shredded.
Yeah,
he's insane.
He's so cool.
He's like goddamn lettuce on a McChicken, shredded as fuck.
And again, no gosh darn numbers. What am I doing here? Alex Erickson got put in there on a flyer. I think he was lucky to make it on the list.
Gordon looks cooler arms. Yes, correct.
Yes. And keep in mind, Cerne, it's not just arms. It's the sweetest Ceps. It's just biceps.
I know.
Does that not include triceps?
Triceps and biceps, dude.
It's Ceps. It's not best biceps.
Oh.
We're talking about biceps.
Yeah.
Either way.
If you want to look at the sweepstake pool, you can go to our website.
Either way, Melvin Gordon, welcome to round 2. No numbers, but Aaron Donald versus Brandon Graham. Come on.
Yeah.
We all know that the boy Aaron Donald goes through here. He looks like King Kong.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald. Yes.
Yeah. I feel like
a mass of money.
that part from Shrek where in the beginning he's like, "You, Ogre!" Like, I feel like that's how you have to refer to Aaron Donald.
Insert a thing here where it's like, can you insert a graphic that's like Aaron Donald and then who's this other guy?
The pictures that you're seeing are going to be the pictures posted on the thingy.
I want both of them underneath me and then let me do this.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I might have to rotate the screen to do that.
See what he can do.
Yeah, I mean, I can pretty much make Star Wars, so anything's possible.
Next one, we do have some numbers. J.J. Watt versus Marlon Humphrey. I think this sucks for Marlon Humphrey because I think he would have gone far if in round one he wasn't up against J.J. Watt.
Yeah.
J.J. Watt looks like he has 2 pythons attached to his body. He's up 75% to 25%. I think he's got to go through.
Yeah.
I agree. I would say that looks more like Anaconda from the movie Anaconda rather than a python from the movie Python.
Okay. Isn't Jennifer Lopez an Anaconda?
Let's see. Yes.
Nice. And John Voight as the boatman, I think?
You're also correct.
Yeah. He has like a weird accent. I've never seen the movie. But, Cerne, if you're not looking at the percentages, Nick Bosa, Saquon, who goes through?
Ice Cube was also in Anaconda.
Nice.
Ah.
He probably at some point says, "That's a big snake!"
Probably, yeah. So, Nick Bosa? For sure, in my head.
Cerne, what do you think?
If this was a Sweetest quadriceps, then it would obviously be Saquon Barkley.
Saquon would win the entire league if that were the case.
Okay. So the fans agree with you guys. Nick Bosa is going through at 63%.
Yeah.
Nice.
Congrats, Nick Bosa. This might be a point of contention, fellas. Larry Ogunjobi, who went in because Myles Garrett is a perennial sleeve wearer, is up against King Derrick Henry, who is from, the Haas Factory, Alabama, has some pretty fucking sweet Ceps, if you ask me.
That dude from the Browns, that's who I'm picking, sadly.
Cerne, don't be sad about it. Larry Ogunjobi is winning with 55% of the vote.
That guy's arms are literally bigger than my core.
Yeah.
It's like the size of your bag.
And I just think to stick it to Myles Garrett even more, like, I'm fine with him going through.
Yep.
So, sorry, Derrick Henry. I thought you were going to go far in this bad boy, but Larry Ogunjobi.
He has action figure arms.
Yeah.
Like, granted, this is from, 80s action figure arms because they didn't have really the molds to make much detail, so they just made him overly bulky. Like, his arms look like my legs. Actually, no, they look way more muscular than my legs, but the thickness is like,
yeah,
he could run on his hands probably faster than I could run.
Larry Ogunjobi, welcome to round 2. You're my new favorite dark horse candidate.
It looks like a very well-trained dog just chilling behind you, Jake. I love it.
This one, when I originally looked at the numbers, seemed like it was going to go the other way. But we have Aaron Jones on the Packers versus Danielle Hunter on the Vikings.
It's Danielle Hunter.
Why?
Sure.
It's Danielle Hunter.
Why? Look at Aaron Jones's bicep.
It's that photo that you chose of Aaron Jones.
He's got that vein running through it.
You chose a very specific photo of Aaron Jones.
We also chose a very specific photo of Danielle Hunter.
But
you talk about vein. Danielle Hunt, look at this shit.
Look at Aaron Jones' triceps. That is what's making his arms look huge. He does have nice biceps, but it's his triceps that are making his arms look huge. They are 2/3 of his arm.
Oh, Huffy, now you don't want triceps to be involved.
No, I agree.
You're the one that told me they weren't.
I agree with Huffy's point. I think when we were announcing these, I had made the point to say if this were Sweetest triceps, this guy would win. But Danielle, it looks like there's a hostess on his arm with that vein.
Yeah.
I feel like when people look at this, they're going to say, hey, where's the cream filling?
Hey, where's the cream filling? Now that's the stuff.
It's insanity.
Well, the fans agree with you guys once again. Danielle Hunter is going through with 60% of the vote, so welcome to round 2. This one we got Keanu Neal versus Alvin Kamara, and I think this is a product of good picture versus bad picture, because I think IRL, this goes to Alvin Kamara, but these pictures, we got 82% of the vote on Keanu Neal.
Real.
None of the teams got back to me about sending us straight side profile bicep pics of these players. I just think they just don't have the time, maybe, or I don't know. But either way, couldn't get back to them. So these are going to have to do.
Yeah. So at least these pictures, round 2, which, Jake, I think we should consider changing the pictures each round.
Yeah, if you guys want to do the research, by all means.
I can do the research. But like I said, IRL, I think Alvin Kamara has this, but 82% versus 18%, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, the fans can have a choice in round 1.
Yeah. I don't really have a personal stake in it, so fans, have it your way this time.
Cerne, what are you eating?
Cookies.
Oh.
Cookie.
Are the Oreo thins?
No, Velveeta sandwich, 4 hours, sustained energy.
Oh.
No free.
Sorry, can you get another dog and name it Mama so you can go, Cookie, Mama?
That's awesome. Cerne, this next matchup, Ryan Kerrigan versus Leonard Fournette, what do you think?
They got dough-ass arms from the picture.
So you think neither of them have sweet Ceps?
No, I think they got frumpy arms.
So who's got sweeter Ceps?
Fournette.
Huffy?
In the photos available, I'd say Kerrigan.
Okay. Jake?
I voted Leonard Fournette.
Obviously, my vote is for Leonard Fournette as well, but the numbers on this one are 58% Ryan Kerrigan, 42% Leonard Fournette.
Whoa.
So I am a very by-the-book host of the show. No shadow strings are ever pulled on my part.
In round 1.
See, Hunter's even using this spot right now to pass his own agenda.
Well, I'm such a good guy. I would never do nothing bad.
Even though I am currently wearing the same shield Leonard Fournette is in that picture, I got to go with the fans on this one.
It's a similar shield. He has the 25 on
Yeah,
it.
I haven't bought one of the new jerseys yet. One, because I think they're too plain. I think next time they redo their jerseys in like 3 years, they're going to do like a throwback to the original ones, which I think will be really cool. Also, I don't know. They're a pretty volatile team, so I don't know who I would buy a jersey of.
I think their move for jerseys is to go similar design, but the font Times New Roman. I think that's the future. Either that or Comic Sans.
I was going to say Comic Sans.
Papyrus.
The Rams number font kind of looks like Comic Sans.
This next matchup should be a no-brainer.
Yes.
So Ryan Kerrigan, welcome to round 2. Sorry, Lenny. Yeah. This where'd Cerne go?
I mean, my computer's gonna die.
Cerne, I like your paisley chair. Yeah. Well, if you can hear us, this one is easy peasy, and the fans saw it that way too. Khalil Mack versus Matt Milano. Unquestionably, Khalil Mack goes through with 100% of the vote, and I think we can all see why. Khalil Mack, I don't want to do him any favors, but in my opinion, he has a clear shot to the finals.
Yeah.
That dude's nuts.
Yeah, that guy's arms look fucking cool.
So this matchup, you might be a little surprised. Zay Jones versus Christian McCaffrey, another 100%er. But like I said, you may be surprised. Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, see, that was a joke because Christian McCaffrey looks like he did steroids last offseason.
Yeah, that
And,
picture literally is insane.
Yeah, and Zay Jones was just a guy we found on the Raiders because some teams don't have guys with hosses, some teams don't have guys with sweet Ceps.
Wow.
Yeah, I think maybe Christian McCaffrey is doing the child blood thing we were talking about.
Ooh.
Maybe. I feel like he probably comes from like a rich white family that has access to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah. And
it is usually rich white people that are caught up in the child stuff.
So this one, fellas, is legitimately kind of a surprise. The Jets, obvious pick you would think is Jamal Adams. No. Another perennial sleeve wear / armband wear, which I'm a fan of. When he has like 6 sweatbands on, I think that looks sweet, but not for this list. So we have Blake Cashman versus Tyreek Hill. Huffy, who do you think wins here?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh, so in the photo for Blake Cashman, I don't like that one of his biceps is covered up.
I don't either.
That's really hurting his chances. That's the closest to the camera right there. Tyreek Hill just looks like he's absolutely shredded. He looks super cut, but his biceps aren't like popping off the page huge. So I'm real indifferent, and the audience is probably indifferent, but I'm going to go Tyreek Hill here.
Okay. Cerne, what do you think?
Graphics, insert some graphics.
Graphics are inserted.
Well, Jake, you're going to have to keyframe him into Cerny's hands.
Tyreek Hill is in my hand.
Okay. Oh, he threw Blake Cashman away. Rude. He's a friend of the show.
Wow.
Jake, what do you think about this one?
I could agree with Huffy saying that Tyreek Hill's biceps aren't necessarily that bulbous, but
great word.
It's not about the bulbacity, though. It's about
sweetness.
But
how sick they are. Yeah, how sweet.
To me, part of the sweetness is the bulbacity.
Sweetness.
Like bulbacity, girth, definition.
Girth.
This is science.
Khalil Mack has all of those things listed.
Yeah. But so Jake, who takes it for you?
Again, with those things in mind, I still think Tyreek Hill is going to have sweeter steps because they seem a little more defined.
What the audience?
Are you guys ready for the numbers on this?
Give us the numbers.
Blake Cashman, 55% of the vote.
I have to go vote on that.
So it's round one. We haven't used any skips, any vetoes.
Yeah.
So we have a panel of 4. I believe 4 of us. 3 of us think it's Tyreek Hill.
You need 3 for a veto?
We really only need 1 if you see it that way.
I'm not going to veto. I just think there should be a better photo of Blake Cashman, even though I did vote for Hill.
Huffy, I just looked and I couldn't. That's the best. But I feel like there are better pictures of Tyreek Hill.
Now, and that alone, if you have to dig deep for a good set pick, and the best one you can provide, one of them is covered and the other one is at an angle where there's a lot of foreshortening, then, you don't deserve it.
I think
sweet, you'd have picks.
I think what may have happened here is people may have saw Tyreek Hill and they might still be a little upset about the fact that he abused his child. And that was,
How do you think he got those sweet steps, though?
Yeah, that was the last offseason, and he clearly proved that he can produce on the football field, so none of that matters.
Correct.
And I'm cool with giving him – what?
People forgave Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, and Adrian Peterson's old. So, but I mean, Tyreek Hill broke his son's arm. But either way, veto. Blake Cashman, sorry, buddy. Tyreek Hill.
No, I just want the fans to take this as a lesson that sometimes you don't know what's good for you.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here. If everybody had good opinions and knew the right steps to pick, we wouldn't even need to be doing this.
Yeah, the 23 people who watch wouldn't be watching if they knew who had the sweetest Ceps. So,
dumb.
Yeah. But, I mean, that was the bracket. Round 2 should be up this week, the matchups.
Yep.
But yeah.
We are filming this on a Saturday, so this one will be out on a Tuesday, and it'll delay the next episode a little bit, but we should be able to adjust. Our editing guy is one of the best, so.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I want to ask, what is everyone's Super Bowl favorite coming into this year?
I want to ask the same thing, actually. You read my mind?
Oh.
Super Bowl favorite?
Like, do you want your number one favorite or, like, top 3?
If you can give me a matchup you would hope that you expect to see in the Super Bowl, not what you want to happen.
Oh, see, I'm still not too good with divisions, so I might make an impossible matchup.
Saints Chiefs is my pick.
Oh, I literally. Really?
Yes.
I agree.
Drew Brees is going to retire and win a Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah, I literally was thinking in my brain, I think the Saints are probably going to crack through.
Yeah.
Not if the referees have anything to say about it.
Yeah, I think this is the year, dude.
Top 3 missed calls should be a list.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna give you a hot one here, and I'm gonna tell you, Bucks Chiefs. I think Bucks find success. I think Tom Brady throwing to Mike Evans and the weapons he has around him and what they can do. I think they make a deep playoff run, and maybe something wild happens. We know Tom is great in crunch time.
Huffy, can you name me 4 starters on the Buccaneers defense?
Nope, I already knew you were going to ask that question. No, I couldn't.
Do you know what wins championships?
Defense. I'm not worried about Tom Brady's offensive production, though, especially with those weapons.
Offense wins championships because they sell tickets, and ticket sales directly result in winning.
There you go. There's no more that needs to be said.
Confirmed stat.
I didn't go and get a math degree in college. Period. That's just the end of the sentence. I didn't do it, but I know how to.
Jake, what's your Super Bowl pick?
No, I think Chiefs they're going to be in. You know, they didn't lose anything, but I think can it be a Ravens Chiefs division wide? No. Well, that's the game I want to see the most.
Championship game.
That's the game I want to see the most.
Fair.
But what's the Super Bowl? Okay, so to get to that, Ravens Chiefs, who wins that game first?
I think Chiefs win, but I think it'll be a good game.
Okay.
I think it'll be a deserved game.
Also, I want to say the Chiefs getting to the Super Bowl is completely contingent on Patrick Mahomes being healthy. If he's not playing, that's not a contender.
Yeah, no, there's no way. You need Patrick Mahomes.
So, Jake, they beat the Ravens. Who do the Chiefs play in the Super Bowl from the NFC? The Seahawks, maybe?
Possibly.
I'd like to see
the
the
Niners
get back.
I don't want to see the Niners again. Well, they have Bob on as our Niners correspondent.
Jake, that was your best Super Bowl of all time.
It was because I don't like to pick other people's picks, yo. I'm a man of integrity. And I just don't want to see it again. Personally, the Niners play good football, and the plays are entertaining at the time. But to me, overall, they don't feel like an entertaining team. It's a weird thing.
For best Super Bowls of all time, do you guys have the Rams Titans on any of the lists?
Is that the one where it's like an inch short?
Kevin Dyson's reaching as time expires, and it's like an inch from the goal line.
No, I don't think any of us had that.
Saints, they're looking pretty good. Maybe Cardinals. I don't know.
I can't see that.
I don't know.
Not this year.
I feel there's a feeling that they could surprise me.
I could be wrong. I don't know. But I think we covered pretty much anything. Huffy, first and foremost, thanks for guest hosting for Austin. I know he appreciates it.
Oh, no problem.
Definitely in the future, if you would have us, or be had by us, I would love for you to come on as a special honorable guest.
Yeah, we can figure out a contract.
Okay, absolutely. Cerne, thought you were great. Thanks for coming on. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did. Thank you very much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No problem. And I tell every guest, we have a long list of guests, but as soon as we get to the end of it, we're going to do a restart. And when we get back to you, if you want to come back, you're more than welcome.
Can't wait.
Do you have any closing remarks, either of you guys?
Yeah.
I'm going to give a hot take as my closing remark, and I'm going to say the Dallas Cowboys don't make the playoffs again. They fall short again.
Whoa.
Yep.
Even with the triplets?
Yep.
Oh.
I think there's dysfunction in that team in the front office, and I think they have another 7-9, 8-8 season.
Wow. They have ED.
Ready for mine?
Yes.
Buffalo Bills win the division.
Okay.
The Browns don't go to the playoffs because they stink.
Yeah, for sure. Huffy, I like your idea, and I want to make this the end of the show now for good. I think we all give a hot take at the end, and then we end it. So, Jake, do you have a hot take for the end?
Yeah, I guess my hot take is that Christian McCaffrey can play any position on the football team. He can play any sport. He can do any crafts. He can do a shot-for-shot remake of any film.
Underwater basket weaving.
He can do magic. He can do witchcraft. The slight differences he knows. Yeah, I mean, he can do anything.
Most talented man in the world.
Yeah.
My hot take for you: if he stays healthy, Laviska Shenault will be the leading receiver on the Jags this year.
I like that.
Yep. But that was the new hot take end segment. I hope you liked it.
Be a graphic for that.
Can I plug something?
Yes.
Yeah, plug whatever you want, dude.
Go to relax. Follow my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Cerne Do You Dirty. Like, subscribe, donate. Thank you.
Yeah, Cerne, we'll even pop that up there if you promise to like, comment, and subscribe on this channel.
Yeah, and I gotta say, if you're putting plugs for fans to go and hit you up, you gotta at least watch an episode.
I'm making an episode right now, Jake.
Cerne,
this is what I want you to do. I want you to go back and just at least watch all the fun games, because that's everyone's number one favorite segment.
You don't even have to watch them all, Cerne. I emailed you the one where we do the best football lyrics and rap.
And then the best Super Bowl commercials was last episode.
Yeah, that was a good one too. But just skip to the games, watch it. You'll enjoy it. Please subscribe, though.
Yeah, definitely subscribe and maybe leave a comment.
No.
Nah.
Just you'll be able to find them. It's just when the graphics pop up, you'll see. Scrub to it. But yeah.
My Twitch thing right here.
We will if you subscribe to this, because we have like 11 subscribers and we need 1,000 within a year if we want to get monetized.
Here, hold on. I think you just buy them, dude.
Buy what?
Subscribers.
Oh, yeah, we're not fake posers. I mean, I'm a fake poser, but
that's the Tony Lopez way, dude.
He's like that.
I will say, if you Echo, hey, I will say that if you guys haven't been seeing the YouTube ads, Ty Lopez made a prediction in 2016 and it came true. He's making another prediction in 2020, and you have to subscribe for his class. That's the boldest thing I ever said on the planet. Just to say your credibility is, I made a prediction in 2016 and it was true, and that's all he talks about. It literally could be, my prediction is going to rain today. It came true. So this is why you should listen to me. We should have Ty Lopez on as a guest.
I haven't seen a Ty Lopez video in a while, but
he was sleeping.
You
gotta understand, he started with $47 in his bank account.
Yeah, and now he's out here.
I'm not worried about Ty Lopez.
Now he's just out here in his garage. But Cerne, Huffy, thank you so much for coming on. I think this is a good place to end it. So this is the point where we say see ya, and we all kind of wave goodbye at the camera.
Peace.
Okay. Nice.